Hello everybody, happy Sunday. Today is my 6th in the series of Christmas altered playing cards, so I hope you'll stick around. These are some of the ones that we've made so far. That was number 5. This was number 4. This is an Advent card. That was number 3. And this was number 2. And this was the first one we made. And this I made off camera. So today, let's get started. The first thing that I want to do is cover this in gesso. Excuse my arm. Oh my. Grab some water here. My kitty keeps jumping up on here at night and knock the water out. So let's see what I can do about that. Not much, so we'll just always the problem with playing cards is the glossiness. It's okay if I don't cover it all up. I'm going to be putting some paper over it anyway. I'm going to put it on a little thicker. I do want the numbers to show, at least in the corner there. And I'm doing this in the circular motion because when I put the paper on, I actually want it to be bumpy and have some texture. So I'm hoping that that's what it does. I never know, because I am definitely not artistically trained. I'm an artist, trial and error artist, right? Aren't we all? Okay, and I'm going to dry this. Okay, I want it to keep it a little wet so that when I put the paper down, it sticks to it. And this is just white collage paper. Kind of giving it some of its own texture. And dry it again. And I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to let it dry. Just like that. We're going to set that aside. Next, what I'd like to do, or what I want to do, is I use Tim Holtz's texture fades to emboss this poinsettia. And this was a previous one I did. I colored it with wax, which is what I'll be doing, but I'm not going to use the whole flower. I'm saving this for a folder I'm making. So I've embossed this, and the first thing I'm going to do is color it actually before I cut it. It's just easier when it's on the whole card, a little easier. I'm definitely putting on gloves because last time I had this metallic wax all over my fingers, hands, shirt, everything. Okay. So I'm using, this is Artsy, myartsy.com. It's a texture paste or wax. Actually, I'm going to put this on second. I'm going to use the red. This is metallic luster. I got it at Jerry's Artarama. It's by Deco Art. And I got this at Jerry's Artarama online. It's always fun to work with. So I'm going to put some. I plan to use this big flower, so that's really all I'm messing with. Maybe some of the stems that come off of it. If you haven't tried this, it's really fun to use. I picked it up at Tuesday morning. I'd never even known what it was. And it was on my shelf for a while. And I said, oh, let me give it a whirl. And I did. And I love it. I love working with it. Okay, now I'm going to use this gold. I always like to emboss on black paper because it just makes the colors just really stand out. I might use this leaf from the down here. And I think that's it for the wax. And I'm going to get out my finger cutter. This one by Fiskars. It really makes it so much easier to cut things out. Let's see. Looks like this all needs to be cut out. Okay. That'll do it. Let's see about this. Is not dry yet. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to ink the edges. I think I'm going to use this blue. This is Salty Ocean. use more in a little bit. Next, I'm going to add some of this Distress Grit Paste by Tim Holtz called Snowfall. And it's a paste that also has glitter in it to make it look a little bit like snow. So let's see what happens. And I want to go over some of these peaks so that it looks like snow. And usually you put this on with a palette knife, but I find it easier just to use my fingers. And I dry this. Okay, next I want to add just a touch of some gold paper. And I get this gold paper at Hobby Lobby in the specialty section. I wait for it to go on sale because normally it's $2 a sheet. So I wait until it's $1. I love to use it. I'm going to put this behind our flower. I don't want to cover all of the white. But before I do that, now I'm going to add just a touch of blue over the top of this. You know how snow sometimes has that blue luster to it. Speaking, of course, you know, from a Miami girl. Who actually, I lived in Western Massachusetts and the Boston area as well for a number of years. So I love snow. Hated driving in it, but love snow. I don't know how to make this so that it doesn't so it just doesn't look like it's plopped down there. I do want part of the leaf showing. And then what I think I'm going to do is okay, let's make some decisions. Let's put this down first. The hardest part about crafting is making those decisions and just doing it and not censoring yourself, you know? I know when I first started out, sometimes I was like paralyzed because, you know, I had in my head the way it should look, and if it wasn't exactly the way I thought it should look, it would drive me crazy, and I would, you know, not move on it. And now I've learned to just go with it and try to make it a much more fluid process. I want this to go all the way up to the top. Okay. These texture fades from Tim Holtz are so beautiful. They're 3D, which makes them really nice. Oh, I wanted that to go up a little more. Whoops. I could have kept that on now that I think of it, made it a little 3D, but I mean a little, whatever I mean, a little off center. I kind of like that. Let's see. Let it snow, maybe on a little black background to pick up some of the black from the flower. Okay. Okay, we'll go there. put a little piece of the gold right at the top because that's where I'm going to put in an eyelet. And right there. And then I was thinking of adding a bell. A red and gold. Okay. These bells I get at the Dollar Tree. You get about 20 or 16 or something. Let's see how many you get. You get 16 for $1. First thing I'm going to do is glue this. I want to glue the top. I don't think that's going to work. So we'll just... Oh, it looks so pretty with the gold, though. Oh, my goodness. Let's leave that like that. Put that in here. I think I want it to hang. Maybe just like that. Put in an eyelet to hold it in place. And wham. No muss, no fuss. And I think that is it. Simple. And pretty. Okie doke. Well, thank you for watching us. This is number 6. And I'm going to add it to my ring. Make a nice addition to a journal. And thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.